No, again, Jim Riley, Joe Zilli, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, The Experimentator Man, Bitted Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, Robo Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King. Again, Tilt, King, Turquoise. Now, but get this, like I said, I'm amazed it still works. So if they're pulling in memories, Perlita, Karen, Dawn of Yahoo, of before your gangs came through, Perlita, Bloods, Crips, and West Virginia, or even before the Colts moved through the Jonestown or the Branch Davidians or the Havens Gate, it would prove Stan, Karen, Joe, Harry, in your efforts there, Robo Knight, Rapist, Robo Knight, Eloise, Bernard, Joe, All American, Attila, that you guys are the liars. Because like I said, it proves that there was a time where things were very, very, very much different. Like I said, when Joe and I were around a long time ago. Okay? Very different. And so that would mean, Perlita, Dave, Ellery, Bernard, Robo Knight, that you people induce or make situations or events happen, or you poke eyes or poke chins, screw up ears, you induce a reaction to get an event to happen. So if before the times of Google or any of that stuff, back to the dials, right? And then, like I said, the Banshee Indians moved in and have their attitude, the gangs move in, the ghetto, the Negroes, all that stuff means you're liars. There's only going to be the CIA, NASA, and some of those guys have been waiting around for a long time. Like I said, several generations. Nail all out of you on your lies, because like I said, people who have actually seen the progression of a lot of history throughout the nation. So they hit the 1 percentile mark, kind of. Perlita, you were never around, Perlita, in that time period. It was a very special select of girls and boys that even did it, and then there was surprise births. Some on the record, some not. But it proves, Perlita, Harry, Joe, that some of you induce a condition to get an event to make yourselves look like the heroes of the earth or the rulers of the cosmos through a comic book and all that, before the comic books, the TV, any of that. So, Perlita, when you have a big mouth with Karen and you guys did your little Jehovah's Witness blasting in people's ears and stuff like that, making fun of the religions or whatnot, proves that you're liars. Harry, Joe, Bernard, Robo Knight, Picken Street, Jamaica Street, Google Duncan, because you guys keep revisiting it out here, trying to take it over, and it's not yours. Bernard the Lafag of LaChance, because maybe it wasn't ran by surveyors before Bernard Lafag of LaChance or LaCarney, before the Carney even came through. So were those drums always there? So when they pull in memories from far, far back, Joe, like I said, Robo Knight, it proves you're a liar, because your obsession would be Israel, right? The blue girl. And you got blue girl Russia, and then blue girl France, blue girl here, blue girl Nicole Kidman. Who else did blue girl Hilton? So they're actually building it that there was such thing as the blue women, and there are some blue boys, Joe. And then some of you adult males and some of those families came through. It almost proves Bernard Lafag of LaChance, you and the cowboy hillbillies and the Carney Circus came through and slaughtered pretty much a lot of the families out there, just like the gangs, the Negro gangs did, and then set yourselves inside of it and you don't know what to do. Understand, Bernard? Like I said, people have been around out here for a while, and some that come back prove 98% of you, other than military, don't belong out here. And then the families that tried to do the cool stuff, Bernard, you did the same thing to me. You just went through and destroyed all of their shit. And then you guys go to Texas and destroyed all their shit after Joe or whoever killed the kid up there. And then you guys said, and you guys keep basically they're forcing Dave on a girl so he could supposedly be the Messiah, Perlita. Like they're trying to force Perlita or whoever on me to do that same shit. But everybody's all deformed and mutilated. See, Karen, your protests of like trying to force shit with your friends, trying to make a point through your punishment. We did it because you didn't like people. I mean, no, I think you did it, Karen and Perlita and Dave, because you stole people's shit, and that the groups of you Stan and them wanted to sleep with your own mother, their parent. Shh. Rebel Knight. All the mockery, McDonald's, let's see, the Barnyard rape, the chair rape, the Blue Room rape, you guys' travels there, Crab Laos, all the shit that Ellery and them made up to, so they didn't have to, take care of themselves, but they turned into piles of shit. That's why I went through this with Ellery and some of them before. You weren't the real ones if you didn't take care of yourself. And so they make people go broke on purpose, get them thrown in jails, stuff like that, so they can't make their money and do it. So some families that have seen, I can understand possibly why Miller is pissed off at you, Joe. Because you, Harry, Bernard, ever since a group of you men got involved, it's been nothing but a super massive, violent of shit mess. And then, like I said, I don't know if police and military want to sit there and babysit the group of you over some of this shit when it's so obvious. Why can't they have fun? Why can't they do something cool for a change? But instead, they have to deal with 90 the population playing stupid. So, I would advise some of them, like I said, to work together, the military of the world, and, because it probably belongs to the Army engineers and all that, and NASA and some of them first, because who've seen both sides of it. But, for the military, the police, the firefighters, the teachers, and their families to work together and do their own superpower base, while Perlita and the All-American have their own little thing professing to be the rulers of the earth, while deforming and face mutilating and cowboy country and westerning stupid over several blue boxes and a stolen rainbow and about how fat gay they are. That's not working. I thought that you're talking about work together as teams, Bernard. Look at the shit mess you've run 3 or 4 times in a row. And you guys changed stuff down in Mexico and Spain for your little advanced Westerners. All-American until. Just because you're first doesn't mean you're right. But if you wanted the hot dog and showboat at Zion, Eden, and Atlantis Joe and Harry and force in your fake Adam and Eve story to supersede boys, yeah. There's some girls that got you guys on. They're getting you guys nailed on massive streets and communities worldwide.